What if I told you there is an island in Indonesia where people wake up every morning beneath active volcanoes, sleep beside one of the deepest seas on Earth, and still preserve traditions that have survived for centuries? Imagine living in a place where the Earth can shake without warning, ash can fall from the sky, and the ocean that feeds your family is also one of nature's most unpredictable frontiers. This is not fiction, this is Lembata, an island where fire, sea, history, and humanity have learned to coexist. While the world's attention often turns to famous destinations like Bali, Komodo, or Labuan Bajo, another extraordinary island quietly stands in eastern Indonesia, carrying stories of resilience that deserve to be heard around the globe. Today, I want to take you on a journey to one of Indonesia's most fascinating hidden treasures, a place where volcanoes shape the landscape, where ancient cultures refuse to disappear, and where every sunrise reminds its people that life is both fragile and incredibly beautiful. This is the remarkable story of Lembata. In recent years, Indonesia has experienced a series of volcanic eruptions that once again reminded the world why this nation is known as part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Among the volcanoes making headlines were Mount Merapi in central Java, Mount Semeru in East Java, and Mount Lewotolok in East Nusa Tenggara. Each eruption demonstrated the immense geological forces constantly shaping the Indonesian archipelago. Yet while Merapi and Semeru rise from the heart of Java, Mount Lewotolok tells a completely different story. It stands on Lembata Island, an island located north of Flores, facing directly toward the vast Banda Sea. For the people of Lembata, volcanic activity is not an occasional headline, it is part of everyday life. Living here means respecting nature, preparing for uncertainty, and understanding that survival depends on harmony with the environment rather than trying to conquer it. But volcanoes are only one chapter of Lembata's incredible story. Long before it officially became known as Lembata, this island carried different names. During the Dutch colonial era and the time of the Dutch East India Company, or VOC, the island was widely known as Lomblen or Kawela. Historical photographs from that period still exist today, preserving rare glimpses of life on the island more than a century ago. One of these collections is carefully preserved in the Atterday District Office, serving as a silent witness to Lembata's long and complex history. The modern name Lembata was introduced in 1976 through the efforts of Jan Kia Poli. It was later officially adopted under the administration of former East Nusa Tenggara Governor El Tari. The name changed, but the soul of the island remained the same, a land deeply connected to its people, traditions, and nature. Although Lembata may appear small on the map, it is actually the largest island within the Alor archipelago. Its total land area covers approximately 1,226 square kilometers and consists of a single administrative region known as Lembata Regency. The capital is Lamalera, located in Nusa district. Unlike many Indonesian islands divided into multiple regencies, the entire island functions as one unified district, allowing its communities to maintain a strong sense of shared identity. Yet, what truly makes Lembata unique is not its size. It is what rises from its landscape. Lembata is home to 3 volcanoes, not 1, not 2, 3. The first is Mount Lewotolok, the island's most active volcano, and the one most frequently featured in international news whenever eruptions occur. Its nearly perfect symmetrical cone dominates the skyline. Its lava flows have historically reached all the way to the coastline. Historical records indicate that its eruptions have been documented since at least the year 1660, making it one of Indonesia's historically active volcanoes. The second volcano is Mount Ililabalekan. Although no confirmed historical eruptions have been recorded, scientists have identified active fumaroles releasing volcanic gases, clear evidence that the mountain remains geologically alive beneath the surface. Its summit contains multiple craters, along with a lava dome, giving researchers valuable insight into Indonesia's volcanic evolution. The third is Mount Iliwerong. Unlike a simple volcanic cone, Iliwerong is classified as a complex volcano, featuring multiple volcanic structures formed through different eruptive events over thousands of years. Together, these three volcanoes define Lembata's dramatic landscape. They create fertile soils for agriculture, they attract volcanologists from around the world, and they constantly remind local communities that nature is both generous and powerful. But Lembata is far more than a volcanic island. It is also a living museum of culture. The majority of the population belongs to two major ethnic groups, the Kadang people and the Lamaholot people. Despite living on the same island, these communities possess distinct languages and cultural identities. Their traditional languages are so different that Indonesian often serves as the common language between them. The Kadang community primarily inhabits the eastern parts of the island, especially Omasuri and Buyasuri districts. Meanwhile, the Lamaholot people occupy much of western Lembata and are also found across neighbouring islands, including parts of Flores and Alor. Their villages are often built among volcanic hills and rugged mountain landscapes. For generations, these communities have preserved their customs despite centuries of colonial influence, modernization, and globalization. Their traditions remain deeply rooted in family, ritual, music, oral storytelling, weaving, and respect for nature. Yet perhaps no community on Lembata has captured international attention quite like the people of Lamalera. The village of Lamalera is known worldwide for one of humanity's oldest surviving maritime traditions, traditional whale hunting. For centuries, Lamalera fishermen have relied on handcrafted wooden boats known as paladang. There are no engines, no advanced navigation systems, only teamwork, courage, inherited knowledge, and extraordinary skill. Each crew member has a specific responsibility. Some paddle, some steer, one stands ready with a traditional harpoon. This practice is not commercial industrial whaling. Historically, it has been a subsistence tradition rooted in survival, cultural identity, and strict customary rules governing what may be hunted and when. The hunt reflects generations of accumulated maritime knowledge passed carefully from parents to children. Whether viewed through the lens of anthropology, culture, or conservation, Lamalera remains one of the most remarkable traditional coastal communities anywhere on Earth. Nature has also blessed Lembata with extraordinary beauty. While millions of tourists visit Komodo National Park and the Buan Bajo every year, relatively few continue eastward to discover this hidden paradise. Those who do are rewarded with pristine beaches, dramatic volcanic scenery, waterfalls, coral reefs, and coastal villages that remain largely untouched by mass tourism. Bean Beach has often been compared by local visitors to famous tropical beaches elsewhere in Southeast Asia because of its crystal clear water and striking coastline. The island also features natural geothermal sites where underground volcanic heat creates unique natural phenomena. Adventure travelers can climb volcanic peaks, divers can explore rich marine ecosystems, photographers can capture breathtaking sunrises over the Banda Sea, and cultural travelers can visit traditional villages where ancient customs continue to thrive. Lembata offers something increasingly rare in today's world: authenticity. Recognizing this extraordinary potential, the Indonesian government has expanded its tourism development strategy beyond the famous destination of Labuan Bajo. Today, the broader Flores region, including Lembata and Alor, has become part of Indonesia's priority tourism development efforts. The goal is not simply to attract more visitors, It is to promote sustainable tourism that benefits local communities while protecting the island's natural and cultural heritage. Responsible tourism can create employment, support traditional crafts, strengthen conservation, and ensure future generations continue to inherit the remarkable legacy of Lembata. Perhaps the greatest lesson Lembata teaches us is not about volcanoes, not about tourism, not even about history. It is about resilience. Imagine raising your children beneath active volcanoes. Imagine rebuilding after eruptions. Imagine preserving traditions that have survived for centuries despite the changing world. Imagine choosing courage every single morning because fear cannot become your way of life. That is Lembata. Its people do not simply survive beside volcanoes. They thrive because they understand something many of us have forgotten. Life is never about controlling nature. It is about learning to live alongside it with humility, wisdom, and respect. So the next time someone mentions Indonesia, do not think only of Bali. Remember the island where 3 volcanoes watch over ancient cultures. Remember the fishermen who still sail using the wisdom of their ancestors. Remember the communities who transform hardship into strength. Remember the hidden paradise called Lembata, because sometimes the world's greatest stories are not found in its most famous places. They are waiting quietly on islands that refuse to surrender. And Lembata is one of those extraordinary places, a land forged by fire, surrounded by the sea, protected by tradition, and carried forward by people whose resilience continues to inspire the world.